YouTube, what is up? Lamont, fascinating graveyard. Today I am in the city of Towson, Maryland. We're just about 15 minutes north of Baltimore. Right in the middle of all these office buildings is Prospect Hill Park Cemetery. And today I'm going to visit the grave of one Harris Glenn Milstead. If you don't know his name, all of his fans all throughout the world simply refer to him by only one name, and that name is Divine. He was born in Baltimore, Maryland on October 19th, 1945. And basically, he's famous for being a cross-dresser. He was one of the earlier, more famous cross-dressers out there. He was RuPaul before RuPaul was RuPaul. He was an actor, he was a singer, a cabaret performer, some would even say a stand-up comic. Now, he had done some B movies back in the 70s, one of them being Roman Candles, Eat Your Makeup, and he had a pretty big hit in the 1972 cult movie Pink Flamingos, but he really got his break with the movie Hairspray that was directed by John Waters. So if you've seen the movie Hairspray, and I have not, my sister watched it and I had to suffer through ignoring the movie while I played with my G.I. Joes. People will know two characters from that movie Hairspray. Ricky Lakes and Divine. That's it. Those are the two main characters that make that whole movie as popular as it is today. That's where Divine got his big break. That's where he's got a big taste of, I guess you would call it, mainstream notoriety. Unfortunately, he would not live much longer past the release of Hairspray to get that fame and notoriety, because on March 7th, 1988, he was in town in Los Angeles. He was scheduled to play a character on the television show Married with Children, which is one of my favorite TV shows of all time. And he was at the Sunset Gower Studios earlier that day rehearsing for the TV show. He had went to dinner with some friends, retired to his hotel at the Regency Plaza Suites in Los Angeles. And that is where he died due to heart failure. I believe that he did have a known heart condition. He was very young when he died. He's only 42 years old. This is his grave right here. Now, that sign right there pretty much says to respect the grounds of the cemetery and respect Divine's grave. He gets lots of fans every year coming here, leaving trinkets. Of course, you see there's a couple flamingos, pink flamingos. You got some makeup, some hairspray, and a high heel. And of course, you see a red stain on this grave. This grave has been, I want to use the word vandalized loosely, because people mean well when they come visit Divine's grave. You will see people just writing messages on here, writing him in lipstick, kissing the stone. Unfortunately, it has been left with a red stain that I don't know if somebody has tried to clean it yet. And as you can see, past marks on the stone or what have you. There's only so many times you can clean a stone before it becomes, so embedded in the stone that it's hard to get out. So the sign pretty much says respect the cemetery, respect this man's grave. And I think most people mean well. Even though I never knew, again, I'm repeating myself, of this man's name, I definitely, when I seen that picture online, I definitely had to stop by and show you guys his grave. I'm probably leaving out a whole lot of information about his career. Oh, by the way, now he did have one song. Yeah, what was that song? There was a song that he sang. I've listened to it a couple times in the past. I want to say "You Think You're a Man" or something like that. And it's funny because the beginning of that song sounds just like Dead or Alive's "You Spin Me Round." So I don't know if he like sampled their song or he kind of borrowed it from them, but yeah. So he had a couple songs. He was actually quite popular in Europe and here with his music. He made pretty good money. This guy was well off. This guy was a workhorse of a performer, and he was making good money once he got out of that record contract, because there were, like a lot of singers and songwriters and what have you, back in those days, you got the record companies, basically pimping you out. I don't know, but this guy was making pretty good money. It's unfortunate that you could almost say he was in the prime of his career, because just as Hairspray came out, he died, and he did not live to see, what could have happened. Once Hairspray came out, there would have been a lot more roles, and it has been a week past his birthday. He would have been 71 years old. So rest in peace to Divine. And that is all. Back to my van I go on the next vlog. Okay, guys. I'll catch up with you later. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, lets you know when I upload the next video. Don't forget about my main channel, Lamont at Large. I would appreciate support on that channel as well. I will catch up with you on the next episode. Peace.